Coach?
Just a great effort, great win by our basketball team today. Just it's so good to be able to stay and play another day. We went against a really, really talented and well-coached team today, and just they do such a great job in their zone and present so many problems with their length. And I just thought our team handled it beautifully. We tried to get the ball to the middle, and I thought Lexi or whoever was in there made good decisions, knocked down some shots, found the open man, and our team stayed poised. Started the second half when Azusa Pacific made that run and answered. I just saw a look in their eye during the timeout and the way they were talking to each other that we were going to be okay, that they were really focused, there was no panic, and boy, they just went out and made some great plays and some really big shots to get the lead back into double digits. But for us, it all starts on the defensive end. That's a very high-scoring, talented, skilled team we played, and I just thought our team did a great job defensively of making things tough for them. They got a couple threes in the first half. I think they had 3, and then just one made three-pointer in the second half. We really guarded the line well, I thought, in the second half, but just a great job defensively.
Brandon Broadcasting in Indiana. For Carolyn Appleby, if I can. Carolyn, they start out on a 10-point run in the second quarter. You guys have faced adversity before. How much does experience, how much are you able to draw on that once again?
Right, just like Coach McConnell just said, we don't let really anything faze us. They did have a good start to that third quarter, but I think that just makes us work even harder because we know how bad we want it. I think we responded really well after that timeout. We regrouped and we came out strong to end that third quarter and the fourth quarter.
Really for anyone, Jordan Gusky, Turner Sports. I mean, you guys went on an 8-0 run right after they tied it in less than a minute. I guess why do you think it clicked that quickly right after they tied it? Why right then as opposed to after the first time out when you guys were still up 3?
I would just say, you know, like my teammate Carolyn said, there's just something about us where we know when we really need to turn it on, and thankfully we're able to do that, and we really believe in one another, so we were able to go on that quick run really fast, under a minute I think he said, just because we were finding the open person. People were knocking down shots, they had confidence, things like that, so I think just believing in one another really helps us in those tough times when we need to really kick it up a gear.
Tony McConnell with the Indiana Gazette. Britt, this is for you. The early defense, especially the shot blocks inside, how did that help set the tone? And you set a record today. How does it feel to set that record?
I did not know that. Thank you. Coach always tries to emphasize being straight up, so we didn't come in thinking we wanted to block them because they're all almost 6 foot or above, so we knew they would be just as tall. It kind of sort of just happened. I wasn't the only one. I know Lauren had a couple good blocks, Lexi. Everyone was kind of contributing, and we just really wanted to focus on not fouling, so it was more of if the block was wide open, then go ahead and try for it, but if it wasn't, then just stay straight up and make them shoot something we call a tough 2, so shoot over us. So I think that really helped, and then to block it, and then our guards were coming in and getting, I don't know if that's a rebound, what's that called, but they were getting the block pass, and then we were running down the floor in transition. Lexi scored multiple times off that, so I think our defense turns into our offense, which is one of our main emphasis. What's the record?
Career block shots.
I'm sorry, what?
Block shots. Career block shots.
I broke it. I'm sorry, I don't understand.
What's the record she wants to know?
Career block shots.
Most career block shots.
Oh, that's
I know
so
you
cool. Yay! I'm happy. I don't really know what to say. I mean, thank you to my parents for blessing me with height.
But can I comment on that a second? I thought, to answer your question, Tony, what Brittany did early was huge and really set the tone for us. With each drive, she was there to meet him at the rim, and she protected the rim beautifully. She either blocked it or challenged it, and it made it difficult for them to score. And that's invaluable. And now what happens is the perimeter players can get aggressive, and they can really guard that line and not be afraid to get beat, knowing that Brittany's back there ready to help protect and clean up. So that was no small thing.
Yes, Mark Burdick again, Renda Broadcasting. Lexi, we're not going to let you off the hook like the Atlantic Regional. Talk about early in the game, the ball coming into the high post, but I think maybe even the first basket of the game, you spun one way and then did a 180 and left the defender heading on, as they say, 670, heading towards Cincinnati. Talk about that move.
I was just really trying to attack the hoop and really just try to finish around the rim. And the coach was just saying, like, pound the ball inside, like, at the high post and just attack. And they were doing a great job finding me. And also, it was just awesome.
And for Coach, bench play again, much like the championship game, can you talk about what the bench play meant, especially that of Courtney Alexander on both sides of the floor?
Yeah, it was huge. It was great. One of the keys to the game tonight was going to be what kind of plays we were able to make, what kind of decisions we would make in the high post with the basketball. And a lot of that fell on Lexi because she was the one in there. And I just thought she was outstanding. She knocked down some shots. She drove it a couple times for baskets. She found the open man. And so that was huge. But what Courtney and Tiara did was a big, big plus for us. They continue to work and get better. And, you know, I know it's March, but we keep saying every day we want to get better, we want to keep growing. And I think those two really epitomize that. They just, and Courtney's threes were big. Just great to see her come in and play with such confidence. She missed her first one, and then she was able to get her next couple. That's really a great quality to have, and it's one of the things that I love about this group. When we came out and we didn't score in the third quarter, you might get tight or say, oh no, I don't want to shoot, I don't want to miss the next one. This group doesn't do that. They have an ability to let it go and move on to the next play and leave that behind them. And I just thought that was a big sequence to go on that 8-0 run after they had tied it.
Anything else?
Hi, Stephanie Kepich from IUP. Lexi, Elena is taking over Instagram. Tell us about your excitement, just about being here. You guys have talked all about living in the moment. Has it been fun to be a part of that with her?
Oh yeah, it really has been. It's just, this is a great group of girls, and I just don't know, like, if I would want to be with another group of girls here at this moment. And it's just so great to just be in the Final Four again, and it's just great.
Another thing, Elena's doing a great job.
She is. Great job. She's capturing everything.
She is. We're happy with that. Thank you.
She's amazing at that. She's very talented and gifted, so it's great to see her do that. But I'm going to use that as a story. The reason that she got selected, and young people need to know this, somebody spotted, whether it was her Instagram account, help me out, what
It was a blog.
She's a YouTube channel.
blog, and they were so impressed with what she did that they reached out to her and asked her if she would document the trip to the Elite Eight. What a great example for young people, that what you put out there, people are paying attention and they're noticing. And so I'm really happy for her, and I think she really has a bright future on the court for us. But I really think she has, beyond that, a great future in whatever way she chooses to go with that talent.
All right, I think we're good.
Coach, ladies, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
IUP will play the winner of Southwestern Oklahoma and St. Anselm on 6 o'clock on Wednesday. For members of the media, we do have the complete booklets of the statistics.